Hello, fellow survivors. Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish there were more afflictions in the long dark? And as I'm sure you answered yes to that question, don't worry, I'm here with a video where I try out a bunch of mods that add afflictions to the game and I play them on Interloper. Through the mods that I have installed, there are over 30 new afflictions added to the game, along with a few new game mechanics and a handful of buffs as well. Now, the new afflictions vary tremendously in their impact on the game. They range from things like getting a splinter when you break down wood, the risk of catching a cold when outside, getting carbon monoxide poisoning when you have a fire indoors, and my favorite, the void sickness. And this one, which is a concept taken from episode 5 and named by my symbolism video, actually gives you the void sickness in the game if you are exposed to too much aurora, and it can actually trigger sleepwalking. In this video, I try out a few mods that add afflictions to the game, as well as a few buffs. You won't see all of them in this video because there are too many for a 2-hour playthrough, and many of them require long-term exposure to take effect. To be precise, the mods I use are MajorMiseries and MinorMiseries, both which are made by EtherSystem with art from Flowerfield. I also use Afflictions and Buff by LittleWolfStorm, and the Catch Cold mod by BaltaZar. There are also 2 other mods installed for this run, but they don't have a major impact, and you can read more about them in the description, and I also explain some things as I go along. So with that said, yeah, let's hop into Interloper and get some afflictions. Now that's a sentence I thought you'd never hear. Let's get to it. Okay, it looks like we got lunar syndrome. So we got a new affliction right off the bat. This, by the way, is this Tim Wolf Mountain? I think it is Tim Wolf Mountain, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we didn't get on the new spawns. We do have lunar syndrome right away. Wolves are influenced by the moon. Their eyes are glowing and they can feel your fear. Beware of their teeth caused by moon. Okay, great stuff. Okay, it's almost morning, so with this one we want to get to the mountain side right away. Now one thing about this the mods that I have installed, I have added the mod that randomizes the loot you get from Interloper. So the loot for the rare spawns like hammer and stuff is not as predictable as usually is. However, that mod does not apply to matches. Okay, so matches are still more or less in their usual places. And I could make it interesting by just saying I can't, use guaranteed matches. But because that's not really the point of this run, the point of this run is to try out all these afflictions and stuff. Here we go, another one. We're going to allow regular matches as if it was a regular Interloper run for now. We'll just go with the flow. Oops. Oopsies. Oh. Now we're already on our way. Cold risk. You're at risk of catching cold. Decrease the risk. Warm yourself up completely. We also have body heat now. And we have immunity shield. Immunity shield, I won't worry too much about it, but basically the immunity shield, what it does is it's basically a kind of immune system. So the lower your immunity shield is, the more susceptible you are to things like, infection, for example. Increases infection risk. Alright, let's just head to the mountaineer's hut. Hopefully none of these lunar wolves will come for me. My fatigue isn't going down very much because it's nighttime and I have the Dark Walker feet, so that's funny. And I'm doing this with all the settings on default, but we might change that. And the main mods that I've added here are by a modder called System Ether, who's very good, and he asked me for some advice with this MajorMiseries mod. But because I want to make it a bit more interesting, I've added some other stuff as well. So we have the MinorMiseries mods. The MinorMiseries mods are just smaller things that don't really impact your game that much when you get them. Like a blister, for example. But if you get a ton of them or you don't treat them, they can become really annoying. And then also I saw there was the mod that adds so you can get a cold. So we're going to add that to the game. And then there was another one by, I think his name is LittleWolfStorm. He made a mod that has all these little things, which is very cool. Sorry, I forgot your name. I think it is LittleWolfStorm. He has the one that's like, adds 4 new little afflictions to the game and 4 buffs, but I haven't really looked into what those are. Now I'm going to play this more or less normally, as I would Interloper, and then we'll just see what happens. Because there's a lot of different afflictions now to maintain, but a lot of them also don't really come into play until you play the game a little bit, because we're talking about exposure to things like being indoors, or being around corpses, or being around a fire too long, or what have you. So there's all these different things. So let's see. These are the lunar wolves, supposedly. Let's see what that's about. Frostbite risk is... so let's see how these wolves deal. Okay, they saw me from pretty far away. There's 4 of them too. Look like regular wolves to me, but I'm not sure exactly what it does. Let's grab this wood. And let's get to this cabin. Now, the random gear spawn, basically what it does, it removes the loot tables of Interloper. But you're not going to find, as I understand it, you're not going to find the hammer like a completely random location, like just out in the world or whatever, or in like inside a shelf. It's going to be among the regular places. Let's just grab all this stuff. So now, because I actually haven't learned the loot tables, I used to know them a little bit, mostly for this precise spawn. But I haven't really learned it since I changed it almost 4 years ago. I just know, generally speaking, where you can find stuff. And because of that, this mod doesn't really change that much for me. Except that there's no system to it now. Alright, so here we are. Inside Mountaineer's hut. Close the door, and there should be matches here. There we are.
I think I can use this.
So next time I do sort of... There we are. Benefit. Determination. Alright, what's that? The weather is clear. You feel much better. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, like the weather is clear. Sorry, what that beat does. But we'll figure it out later. Okay, so let's light a fire first, because we're cold. And we'll look into all this other stuff after. Use matches for the first time. Now, if I do this... Some people have asked me to do a random loot Interloper run, which is kind of is. But because it doesn't impact matches, I still know what the matches are, which is a big advantage. But because I'm trying all these new afflictions and everything, I'm going to ignore that for now. But I might do a run later where I do something like random Interloper spawns, and I'm not allowed to use guaranteed matches or something like that. I'll do that later. Search the hatch. This should warm me up, I think. Yep.
I could use this.
Let's start making water. Now, these afflictions that you can get with all these mods aren't necessarily there to like just kill you. They are there to just make your life harder. Okay, let's just get everything out there. There we are. I think that's all of it. Now another look-see here. Now, normally in a Interloper run, if you know the loot, you can just say, well, this hacksaw wasn't here, so therefore the hacksaw must be here or there or whatever. But we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so let's see here. We also got a new hat, and we got that one. So we have frostbite risk, but not too bad. What do we got here? We got cold risk, 22%. Okay. Alright. Let me have a quick look outside here. We got to clear whether lunar syndrome came back because of that. It just says that the ice cloning, I feel your fear. I'm not sure what that means exactly. There's a few afflictions there that didn't have a description. It didn't actually say what it did. So I'm kind of just going to have to explore and figure them out as I go along. But I did feel like the wolves were a little bit aggressive. They kind of saw me from quite far away. Alright, so let's see. We need to make water. What else can we do while we're in here? We got... not a lot, really. We can sleep a little bit, I guess. But let's wait for that to finish. Take that, and we can actually sleep for 1 hour. That's what we can do. Then we're going to head to... maybe head to Ash Canyon. It's more interesting, I think. Get the backpack right away. Let's do that. Let's put on another piece of wood. Burning heart benefits. See, there's all these things happening. Now we have... you've added fuel to a strong warm fire. Its comforting heat lingers in your heart. Now, again, I don't know what that means, but I think it's a warmth bonus, which is very nice. Okay, let's... can I sleep another hour? Yeah. Alright, we healed frostbite. Therefore the hands, which we have to just deal with, I guess. Alright, let's grab some torches. And what we're going to do... oh look, I missed this. What we're going to do is we're going to head to Ash Canyon, I think. Take advantage that the weather is decent. Grab some torches to carry this torch as far as we can. And let's just head there right away. Sounds a bit buggy, but oh, these torches are really bad. The sound should work itself out when we go indoors. Okay, here we are. Let's grab another one. Pain should go away in just a minute. Okay, let's just, while we do that, let's make a bandage. In case you get sprains or bleeding. And that's about... is there anything else we can do? Guess not. I think we're okay. Harvest this rubbish torch, I guess. And then we can just go. It's past time, I guess. Frostbite risk is healed. Let's just go. Okay, so let's check out this fishing hut. And I think we'll go to Ash Canyon because it's just more fun. We can get the backpack right away. And then we could maybe go to Summit as well. Should be a good start. We might get black lung risk because you have to go into mines. Okay, now my fatigue will drain faster because it's daytime and I'm the dark walker. Oh look, hammer.
I could use this.
That's lucky, isn't it? So I got that random hammer spawn. Oh, look, gloves too. That takes care of the frostbite risk. That's sorted. Very nice. Hey, lantern too. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Right, let's just keep going. We're getting cold here. We're going to grab all the cattails we can. Now, what's interesting about this, I mentioned this already, but most of the afflictions that are added here are not there to kill you. They are just there to make it harder. Oh, tell you what, actually, I didn't actually turn on MajorMiseries. There we are. Yeah. my mistake. So we got a couple hours head start. That's fine. You have to actually enable the MajorMiseries one. The minor ones, they happen by themselves, but the major one you have to actually enable manually. So I forgot to turn that one on. Whoops. Maybe we should just restart. Nah. Let's just loot all this stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Gonna grab all this and I'm gonna head straight into Ash Canyon. Best, but it doesn't really matter what route we take. We're gonna go in the Echo Ravine, I think. That we have the hammer means we could just head to the forge right away, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna head to the gold mine. That I forgot to enable the MajorMiseries doesn't really matter. It mostly because it was only been like 3 in-game hours, and there wasn't an aurora when I spawned, so it doesn't really matter. There's the bear. Now, what I like about this stuff is that it adds all these extra elements to the game that you gotta take care of. Like a cold risk, for example, still building up. Burning heart. Let's see, it feels like 17. I guess it adds like a warmth bonus is what that does. I might do this run again. For now I'm just trying this out. But I might do it again later and amend the settings. For example, if you get, basically with the mod, if you get the void sickness, there's basically like a 5% chance when you go to sleep that you wake up somewhere random, which is really cool. Like you've basically been sleepwalking and you wake up somewhere random nearby, which is a very cool concept. But the problem is that, well, 5% is really low, so you have to have the sickness and then have a trigger. But for now I'm not going to mess with anything. For now I'm just trying out these mods, see how it impacts the gameplay. And if I find it too easy or not, you know, immersive enough, or I feel like the details aren't clear, then I might do it again, but tweak some of the settings. But I gotta learn what they are first. And I thought I'd invite you along for this adventure to do a fresh Interloper spawn where the loot has been randomized. Just, well, I got lucky finding the hammer right away. And we're going to go on a little adventure to see what happens, really. Okay, so now into Ash Canyon. There's a whole bunch of mods you can add, of course, to the game. There's loads of them, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm just trying these affliction-based ones. Okay, so now we're in Ash Canyon. Here there's an absolute ton of cattails, so we should be fine there. We are starting to get quite cold though, and losing health, so I should make a fire. Maybe I'll make one in the fishing hut that's up ahead. But let's just go down here. And we'll grab... Oh, Moose. Hello, Moose. There you are. How are you doing? I'm not going to mess with you right now. Right, so here's that fishing hut at the end of this. Sounds like a wolf might be charging a deer somewhere in the distance. Not sure. Oh, they did kill a deer. Where is the deer? Somewhere around here. Could do that and start a fire and get some meat. There you are. Why not? Let's do that. Take advantage. Get some food in us. You may have noticed there, I'll point it out in a second, but the rope to Homesteader's Respite is actually installed already, which we think is not a bug. So when they launched, what was it? think it was the visual quality update. Like about a year ago, they had a patch. People started noticing that some of the rope anchors actually had the rope already attached, which this one does. You can see it right there. A bit hard to see maybe, but it is attached. So that's the whole thing. So now it's easy to get up there. Let's just do that. Food-wise, we can just harvest this. I don't have any gear, so we're going to just grab a kilo of this.
I'd
Cook
eat
it.
snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Drink this too. You can grab some hide. Grab the hide. You can use that for crafting later. Not to mention get more food this way. And I think we have to wait for this to get ready, to be honest. Let's eat that. And let's put the wood on here. And then I think, let's grab it. We want the feathers, of course. I'm gonna grab the guts right away. If I had a hacksaw, this would be so much better. Because I could just get it. Lulled by the wind risk. Okay, let's have a look at that in a sec. What's that? You spend a lot of time in the fresh air. If you stay out longer, you might start to feel sleepy. Oh, well, that's not great. We'll see how that goes. Let's just keep harvesting. I don't really mind if I do things that gives new affliction risks, if this is how I normally would play. We'll see how it impacts the gameplay anyway. Getting a lot of food this way. Can I do... Yeah, let's do another one. Then after that we'll cook this meat, and I think we'll just take the rest. Feel determination. Okay. Fog's embrace benefit. Okay, another one. Let's see what these things do. Let's cook this and that. So we got Fog's embrace. You're surrounded by heavy fog. Wildlife is less aware of your presence. Oh, interesting. Body heat is going up. Very cool. This takes an hour, so why don't we grab 2 kilos of this, and then that's it. And we could go up to Homesteader's Respite, but we don't need to.
Think straight.
Okay, we got lulled by the wind affliction. So does that make me... You spend... your lungs are filled with the lulling music of the wind. It will feel so nice to close your eyes just for a second. Does that mean I could just randomly fall asleep? Or is it just draining my... my meat is faster? Is that... What does it do exactly? Oh, it's kind of like playing the game for the first time again. Isn't that funny? I'm wondering if... Do I need to cook this? Maybe I should just keep going, because it's getting kind of late. We have Fog's embrace. I do smell the once I pick the stuff up. I wonder if we should just leave it, to be honest. No, actually, how much? I got a lot of sticks. Let's do 1 more hour. This. And then that's it. Oh yeah, look how fast my meter's draining. That's what that is. It's the corpse sickness risk as well. It's piling up now.
I'm getting weaker.
It's piling up. Alright, so now I have spent too long that corpse. If it's exposed to continue, you'll eventually fall ill. Okay. And this just drains my fatigue like really fast. Wow. That was ridiculously fast. That's okay though. We're not going that far. We can also goat if necessary. I think we've more or less reached the end of this. Can I do one more? I would have to use a coal for that. That's the problem. I think we'll leave it here. So let's take all of this stuff except for the fat. Take the feathers too, and we'll just keep going. If you harvest a bear or moose, you're going to get corpse sickness for sure. Now some of these... Okay, that's all... Ooh, that was too quick. Oops. Looks like I'm in a bit of a wolf's nest. That's okay, we'll just keep going. We got torches, it's fine. Most of these afflictions that are added don't necessarily do damage to you. They might drain your meters, but they can also do things like preventing you from sleeping, or animals attack you from further away, or that sort of thing. They basically are there to make your life a little bit more annoying. But, you know, I kind of like that stuff. Making the game a little bit more challenging, adding more things to stay, you know, keep track of. But at the same time, you get to retain the core Interloper experience. So you don't get things like, you know, health regeneration's turned off. This
hurts.
Oh, back pain. I got back pain. Okay. Another thing to look up. I'm carrying heavy stuff. Oh, okay. Now it's starting to compile, isn't it? These mods should work with Misery as well. So it's not just Interloper. Like it's any difficulty. I don't think wolf deterrence is affected. Back pain. Being covered for too long has consequences. I'm guessing what it did was it reduced my rent or something, or carry capacity. But because I'm already fatigued, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna head to Angler's Den and spend the night there. A lot of wolves around. And I do smell, so... I feel like my meats are draining a bit fast, if I'm honest. Maybe that's also impacting it. We'll see. Hi, Wolfie. Don't mind me. Now, I would love to find a random bedroll or axle. Axle would be best. But then we can also guarantee opening the summit. I loved how the back pain just sort of happened. There's not even a risk, you know, if you're heavy, then this, and you have sprain risk, I guess. I guess if you're sprain risk, you then have back pain risk. Doesn't last too long though. 5 hours is a little bit. Okay, we're not cold because we have this burning heart thing with -6 until. Let's see what happens when the burning heart goes away. That might impact something. These textures look odd. Not sure what that's about. Let's see, how is this? Still 6 minutes. Let's grab a new torch just so for consistency. Okay, cold risk again. Let's see here. So you have -6 degrees. What happens when this burning heart goes away? There it is. That's healed, as it were. Yeah. It's the 11, so it adds 5 degrees of warmth. That's interesting. That's a buff, and that's from. That's probably the most generous of the mods. So the nearly all the mods I've added, you know, MajorMiseries, MinorMiseries, and Cold, they're all negative things. They all impact your game negatively one way or another. You know, back pain, all that stuff. the buffs, like the warming heart and that. That's the only positive one, which I just thought was fun. That's why I added it. So that's the one by LittleWolfStorm, which adds 4 afflictions. I think it's 4 and 4 buff, which is kind of fun. I like that. Of course, if it's too easy, then you can remove it. But we're just trying it out. But basically, I've installed four different affliction expansions or mods. You know, that's what this is. Okay, let's get to
Damn.
Anglistan.
Freezing.
Take it from there. So far, I mean, we're surviving as usual, except that we have all these little things piling up, but doing alright. Lucky to find Lull by the Wind went away. Well, I'm fatigued anyway. That was quite a debilitating one, I'll be honest. Because it really drained your meters, which combined with my having the Dark Walker feat made it really, really hard. So that's an interesting one. Okay, let's... Corpse sickness has healed. That's good. Alright, so here we are, Anglers Den. Cattails around. It hurts. This one hurts. Saved for no real reason. I think all the afflictions causes extra saving points. They're doing fine. I think that's... Why are they white? I think that's meant to be like shrubs. Any flares? No, no flares. Alright, let's go in here then. Okay, now we're in here. We got should be matches in here too. They're over here. There we are. So that's good. Food. Looking at all the second matches here. You can get 3 matches in here. Fire page, dog food. Don't be any spray can. Film, tools. Another hammer. Well, these random interloper spawns sure are working in my favor today. Okay, I guess a little choppy when I walk around. I can take this also. There's a light of fire here. We're going to sleep, but still. I use the book. Let's see how we get on here. Let's just maybe make some teas or something. The only thing is this stove only has 1 hob, so it's a bit limited what we can do with it, but what we could do is we can cook our food. Folks Embrace is healed. It's not really healed, but I get away it says that. Okay, let me just quickly check something, just to make sure it's on. Yeah, sometimes mods are disabled when you exit a building, which isn't great. Okay, let's make some rose sips.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Yeah, it's actually kind of draining fast. We're gonna sleep in here. We could break down some crates for wood, but I'm not sure if it matters. Now, I don't think I want to drag this hammer around, to be honest. I'll just come back for it. I'm going to put that there. Is there anything else I don't want to carry around? I don't think so. Let's drop this to cure, actually. Let's just harvest this terrible torch. Let's make a little note. Hammer in Anglers Den. You only need 1. Okay, so we're gonna have 2. Okay, that can cure. That is cooking. This is, I think I want to cook both of these before I do anything else. Because otherwise this is too... Let's see, can I... Yeah. I smell too much, basically. Okay, let's wait for that to cure. do I have any cloth on me? I do one, and I have a sewing kit. Anything to repair? Not sure it's worth it, to be honest. I don't think it's anything worth repairing here. I could... Oh, look. Almost missed that. There's a shooting guide, which I don't need either. What you could do, if you wanted to, you could do Gunloper. So you could do this with rifle and revolvers added. And then you get also the wrist and shoulder trauma when you shoot. It'll hurt your shoulders and wrists, which I think is modified by the skill. Yeah. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's just wait for this to be cooked. Let's go out. Can I map this outside? Let's see. Oh, give. I think it'll be okay. I like mapping. You see. It's there is a mod you can get, which I'm not using, that actually auto maps the map as you walk. So it's kind of like some games have, where you kind of map as you explore. So that's something that you can get. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab grab this, and I think that's it. There's nothing else to really cook here now. So that's it. Then we're going to sleep, I think, for 10 hours. We'll eat some of our deer meat. We don't really need it because we have so many cattails, but still. And it's a sleep. 10 hours. Now, if you have the... Well, actually, let's sleep and I'll explain some more. Sounded like a rough sleep to me. Let's have a look in a sec. Eat another one of those. You eat 3 kilos of deer meat and it doesn't even fill your stomach. Determination, whether it's clear, you feel much better. Well, you know. Let's sleep for 2 more hours. There we are. It's morning now. It's in the dark here, but that's fine. Let's make sure we grab this deer hide. And I think we'll just head out, to be honest. Find the exit. Yeah. This is extremely cold. Lunar syndrome again. I forgot what I was going to say actually about that. But yeah. Let's just keep going. We're now going to go to the gold mine, which is up kind of it's kind of like above where we are now. So the gold mine is.
Looks like I survived another night.
Yeah, you did. But it was really cold, so we gotta run. Alright. So far this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go through this wolf nest up here. Get a cold risk again. Which we probably will develop quite a bit, because now we gotta go through minus folly. Well, we're not actually gonna go to minus folly, we're gonna just go straight to the gold mine. We don't really need minus folly. There is the woodworking tools though, is the only thing, but I don't know exactly how much I'm going to invest in this run. This might just be a pilot video. This might be the only episode. I don't know. Just to see how things go and try and figure out these new afflictions and mods and stuff. And then I might do another one where I amend the settings to make it harder or more realistic or whatever, right? I don't know, so we'll see. So I'm not sure if I'm bothered about the woodworking tools right now. We could get it, but I could also just get it in Bleak Inlet later. It's not that big a deal. Okay, let's even grab these rosips. Yeah. Hold already. Okay, so here there are wolves. So I have to be a bit careful with that. How many torches do I have? 4. Not a lot. I have to make another fire, but I think we'll make a fire inside the cave because there's usually a deer carcass in there. We can do that. There comes the wolf. They've already smelled me. Hi, Wolfie. Hi. There's the next one. There's another one coming. There he is. I'll lose the torch. Now, because I smell, I track the wolves much further, which is a little risky. So let's try and give as much of a distance as we can here. Alright, let's just keep going. I do like the addition of things like cold or back pain, little things, you know. It's kind of cool. I don't know all of the little afflictions, I can't remember what they are, but there's things like, I think if you walk too far, you can get blisters on your feet. So you need to change your shoes. And there's things like if you sew, like if you repair things with a sewing kit, you could by accident prick yourself with the needle, which causes a little cut. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to mention. So in MajorMiseries, you also have these Requiem stages. Should be possible to grab this, I'm pretty sure. No, never mind, let's grab this then. Which are kind of like stages of misery. They basically add penalties to your run. They're optional. I've turned them on now. I have been told, I think they're a little buggy. I'm not sure they work exactly as they're intended. So you can play this with them off. But I believe it sets in every 10 days or something. Until day 40, or is it day 50? And I think it's like things like your maximum meters become reduced, so you don't have as much food storage or drink storage or what have you, and your health also is reduced. So it's kind of like misery, yeah, but not exactly the same. So here we are in the Ash Canyon cave that leads up to
Soaked.
the gold mine. Let's just get through here.
Too cold to
Oops.
think.
Messed that up. Oh yeah, I put the torch in the water. Oopsies. That's alright. We can use this. So I went through with this on, by the way. So what you can do is when you go through waterfall, just take all this off, and they won't get wet. But I thought, nah, we'll just go through it. Make it an extra challenging. Maybe some coal around here that I can use. I'll probably make another fire anyway, because there is usually a deer carcass up here, which I can then harvest. I don't have a hammer, but when they are found deer carcasses, they don't have a lot of meat on them. Usually like half a kilo to 2 kilos. But what you want is a deer hide, you know? So we might harvest that and make a fire, because the trek from this cave to the gold mine is very much in the open, and I probably will get quite cold. So it might be worth warming up here. Hey, flare. Marine flare. Yeah. Okay. There should be some more coal down here, yeah. The deer carcass? No. It might be a wolf carcass instead then. And more matches. That's funny. Yeah, it will come in handy. Up we go. I'm actually getting cold when the lamp isn't out. The lamp adds, is it 4 degrees? I can check actually, just do like this. Now it's 2, and you do that. Now it's out. You can't actually check, okay, never mind. Well, you could check, but you can't. Right, but on this ledge over there, I didn't actually look, but on this ledge here, there's sometimes a wolf carcass instead of a deer carcass. Sometimes it is a corpse. The deer carcass isn't guaranteed, it's just very common. I can always make a fire by the... okay, it's a corpse.
I wonder who
snow
owns this
shelter.
stuff.
Ketchup chips. Right, we're gonna keep going then. We're gonna go, and I'm cold, but we're gonna go to this little area with rabbits and start a fire there. You know, let's grab some rabbits if I want to. And just start a fire there, I think, rather than in here. In here you can get an affliction, which doesn't show up at the moment, because it's probably building up in the background, which is called Black Lung. So you spend too much time in coal-infested mines and caves. So there's a lot of afflictions happening. That the MajorMiseries mod is primarily working in the background when I'm playing now.
Wait.
It's adding things like exposure to the aurora, or exposure to, you know, coal and that sort of thing, or that you're not eating enough vitamins to maintain your immunity shields. Your immunity shield's going down, my body heat's down as well. All these things affect my recovery. There is, for the MajorMiseries mod, there is a very thorough readme file that will explain pretty much everything about the mod in detail, which I have read, although I don't remember the exact details of everything. For some of the other ones, it doesn't really explain what they are, what they do. You just gotta figure it out, I guess. Okay, so here we have some birch and maple saplings, but nothing to grab with. Hey, no rabbits either. That's fun. And snow shelter isn't here either, so that's also fun. What we can do is we can make a fire here. I mean, why not? I only have 2 torches, so let's start a fire here. We can just warm up here. We can cook some teas or something, make some water, you know.
Come on.
Hang out a little bit. There we go.
Well,
Put a coal on
goodness for
there.
that.
Maybe put this firewood on. Put this torch out there. My torch. Okay, and then we can use our 2 cans to make some water and... what? Oh, this is wrong. It shouldn't show this symbol. Probably messed it up because the mod. Unless did I make the tea and I just forgot? Guess that's possible. What's the temperature? 6 degrees. Okay, I'm barely warming up then. Yeah, so this should show the symbol of the berries, not the that thing. Map this. There you go. Just keep doing this. It's well dry. I don't have that much water, so it's going to keep making water. We can make the dressing. So protected against infection risk. Can I make more? No, I cannot. I'm just going to put these teas down here. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Reset them. And then here we can just make some more water, I guess. Let's just do it like this. Okay. Oops. Alright. Let's also see what else we can do. We can make the other bandage. Now we're nice and warm. Cold risk is going down a little bit. And let's make 1 more water, and then we can go. And let's grab some torches while we do that. Right, let's drink, or rather eat one of our deer meat. And drink some water. What happens if I put a stick on this? Oh yeah, burning heart. It does say that you put a fuel to a warm, strong fire, so I'm guessing that once it's above a certain temperature and you put more on it, you get this buff. I just want a good torches only at the moment. That's a good torch. It's decent. That's okay. Just polluting Ash Canyon with my bad torches here. Acceptable, but I'm gonna toss it. Yeah. That's okay as well. How long till this is done? I think that we do one or two more. We'll just use it. Alright. They all fall down here? Yeah, there they are, all the way down there. Little fiery dots down there. Cool. This reminds me of the game Black and White. Little like souls in your village. Okay, this is almost boiled. This is past timer. Grab that, I think. Take that. What happens if I put fuel on again? It resets the timer, yeah it does. There's an exploit for you. Oh wow, that was a good torch. Let's go. Still pretty cold though. No rabbits this time, usually there's rabbits here, which is a bit weird. Getting tired because of Dark Walker. Oh well. Not too bad. What's my weight? 25. Okay. It's getting pretty cold, but the buff does help, so if I drink a tea now, I think I'll be quite well shielded towards cold, against the cold. Let's drink one. Yeah, because what the tea, this warming up benefit, what that actually does is that it feels, you'd think what that does is that it gives you a warmth bonus, a feels like warmth bonus. You'd think that that's what it does, and I'm pretty sure in the past it actually did do that, like years ago. But what it actually does is that it slows down the decay rate of your warmth meter. So when you're cold, you know, right now I'm cold, my warmth is decreasing. But the rate that it decreases, if you drink one of these teas, is halved. So basically what the warming up benefit does is that it makes you stay warm for twice as long, which of course is relative to whatever temperature you got. So now it's not that cold, so I'm getting cold pretty slow. But if you're playing, say, Misery, and it's like minus 80 outside, which happens, you're gonna get cold in seconds, you know. Alright, let's check this out. So now there's no save point from here onwards, as we sleep, of course. I'm just gonna push forward. I always say the same thing, but if you play here on Stalker or below, make sure you check these bridges, because you can find absolute ton of matches on them. Especially here at the end, you just look around and you'll find matches. Let's grab this wood here as well. But yeah, at the moment, because of this determination, burning heart, and warming up benefit, I am actually not getting cold that fast, which is great. Interesting concept, burning hard. I think it makes kind of sense. You've been really warmed up, you know. What's my body temperature? 38. Okay. I don't know exactly what that does, but I assume it's like in Prologue, you know, RIP. They have a mechanic where if you are too hot, I think you become thirsty faster. And if you are too cold, you become hungry faster or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it works. I want to climb on harvest. I want to grab a new torch. What's my cold risk? It's okay. Got a cold yet. I thought I would get one being here, to be honest. Up you get, Will. I do feel that maybe some of the sounds have bugged a little bit with these mods. Like some sounds are missing or something like that. Some icons are wrong, like the rosette. That's not unusual though, because I don't play with a lot of mods. The only mods I have installed in my game are things for cinematic reasons. So when I play my series on YouTube, Road to 500 Days and that sort of thing, that's just vanilla long dark. The only mods I have are things like camera mods that allows me to fly, to get the cinematic shots and that sort of stuff. I did once install the long development mod, which is been vastly upgraded since I played it, which added new areas to the game. And I noticed there are things like coal and other items like they picked up had a different kind of hue around it than normal, and they didn't interact with the coal you had before. So it's kind of like items affected by a mod seem to be stored as a different type of item and that sort of thing. So the mods will have some minor impact on your game. I think I'm just going to push forward, to be honest. Don't think I'm going to stop and warm up, because we'll warm up in the gold mine, I think. Actually, maybe we could maybe drink one tea. We'll still have to go down. But the tea is cold now, right? Yeah, it's cold. So. Yeah, there's usually some wood. Let's just grab that. I said wood, I meant fuel. There's wood as well. If you're really hardcore, you can always save all that wood you find, like the cedar wood and all that stuff, because you can use it for safe house customization. I'm not doing that. So now we're approaching the gold mine, and we're going to go down like I usually do. I don't think the rope is attached here. Let's have a look. No, it's not. So we're going to go down like we usually do.
So cold. Just want to lay down.
Sprain risk, okay. I feel like sprain risk adds a lot of these little miseries. Okay, we're going to go through these 2 trees and just go down. This torch could blow out, but we'll see. This looks scary, but long dark, nothing is scary if there's a little bit of an incline. I get a sprain, sure, but... You got some rabbits, which would be good, and there's ptarmigans too. I don't think I really need it. Ptarmigans would be kind of handy because of the feathers. I could, but I can't run, can I? No, so we'll just leave it.
I don't feel so good.
Actually, maybe, nah. Okay, so let's check here quickly. There should be a couple of things to loot. So there's that corpse over there. That corpse rarely has anything on Interloper. On low difficulty, you should check though. We have a revolver. So I'm not too fussed about looting everything, because I'll be coming back to all these areas if it was a long run. Let's go inside. Alright. Let's see what we got in here then. With our random Interloper spawns. Hydroll, axle. We got another one of these skulls.
Damn,
matches.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Cool. Book. Let's see. I think the technical backpack and stuff is here. I don't think that's changed with the random spawn. That would be a bit annoying. I'm pretty sure there's tools. Alright, let's see here. Maybe a torch on here? Usually there's a torch. Maybe not. What else do we got here? I was gonna get wet feet. I'm gonna probably sleep in here anyway. Let's see here. Got a corpse right here. I'm not sure how this corpse thing works. What's the radius to the corpse for it to trigger that corpse sickness thing? But we'll figure that out later. There's our technical backpack. We can carry more stuff. Got some food, crampons, which you might as well put on. More coal. Tinder. And then we also have the supply bin over here.
Lamp fuel.
Oh, more fuel. Cool. I wonder whether they stay here for the night.
First aid.
Can I craft and stuff like that? A few things, yeah. That's my cloth. 2. Nothing really to repair. I think maybe stay here, but let's make a fire to warm up though. Sorry, I said stay. What I meant is I might just move. Question is whether I should bother going to the summit or not.
Come on.
Which I probably will do, I guess. Oh,
Well, that didn't work.
let's try again. We got coal, so we can warm up. Maybe sleep like an hour or 2. There are other mods you can install as well with Afflictions, like altitude mods and that sort of thing, but fuss about that. Let's grab fur is very heavy, so I can put that on as well as a coal. Okay, let's eat our meat and have some water. Maybe just sleep for like 2 hours, maybe. I didn't put the hide down, that's fine. Okay, it's getting dark, but it's okay, we're not going to go that far. So that's okay. Okay, let's go, let's grab one more, I think. That's good enough, okay. Cold risk is going down, I'm very hot. Sprained ankle's a bit annoying, but don't really need to run, so. What we're going to do now, we're going to go to the bunker, and we're going to sleep there for the night, I think. I can bandage if necessary, but not now. We're going to be goating some more. But we're going to head to the bunker, and then we can potentially try for the summit. Of course, it depends on whether there's a hacksaw there. There is a chance that the hacksaw spawns there on some of the loot tables, but of course now, that's all random. But we could still try. Not that much of a detour. Alright, let's keep going here. Now exiting the gold mine, we got the backpack, which is great. Hacksaw would be good, because then you can cut down saplings. The saplings can cure while you forge, for example. You can then make the bow very, very fast. Right, here we're going to go down. No, actually, we don't have to go down here. We can just climb down. We're not that heavy. Oh, I sprained ankle. That's right. Tell you what, let's fix it then. We're not heavy enough just yet, so down we go. Oh wow, look at my fatigue, how fast that's draining. I think actually I will get fatigue doing this. Look how fast that's draining. Climbing down here. Down a rope, that's crazy. Wow, okay. Changes things a little bit. I'll have to go down the rest of this then so I don't get completely drained. Stones falling. Yeah, look at that, I really drained it. Oh. I think we'll go down here in that case. Shouldn't be too hard, done it a couple times. Look for a incline, which I think there is right here. Yeah, I think, yeah, okay, this looks easy enough. Sing it, Will, sing it. Sing it like you mean it. Yeah. Give me the feathers for crafting. Okay. I'm not sure I need any more teas, so I'm gonna leave the plants for now. That's more for misery. For misery, you need to have every tea you can find.
Some place to escape this
But an Interloper, I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest. Hi, Wolfie. I smell, but not that much. I think I only have one piece of meat on me. I have to eat that soon. Getting cold, but I think I'm just gonna push on, to be honest. Get to the bunker.
freezing.
Okay, onwards we go. This wolf is going to be annoying again, isn't he? Did you run like somewhere else, Wolfie? Because this is annoying. Let's go somewhere else. Like, not this way. Oh dear. Okay, now we're cold, but it's fine. Could you oops. Could you stop? There we go, we ran that way now. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head up to Climber's Cave and then cross over to the
feels like something is sapping my energy.
I forgot the name of it. The cache, prepper cache. But before we do, because I'm cold, I'm wondering if I should just heat up a fire quickly, just to not take that much cold damage going around. This cave here is very easy to forget about. People usually don't go here. It's just sort of there, hidden above this little area. But you see lots of plants and it is shelter, so we can go in. Let's just make a fire in here. Stone Shelf Cave, that's the name of it. Make a little fire, warm up a little bit, and then we can keep going. I should have maybe stayed the night in the mine, but Angler's Den isn't far from here if I want to go there instead. But,
Fire.
nah, we'll head to the prepper cache, I think. Okay, let's just warm up here with 2 pieces of coal. Let's make some water. I'm gonna make tea. Aren't these just heating up teas? No, maybe not. Yeah, heat up, yeah. Let's prepare some roasted teas, I guess.
It hurts.
Back pain. Now, let's see, what does the back pain do exactly? I think it does impact the carry capacity. And I think it probably drains my fatigue as well, I guess. That'd be my guess. Okay, let's just go, I think. We're warm enough now. Let's eat this meat. And I think, yeah, that's perfect. Now we don't smell anymore. Okay, I'm heavy, which is a bit of a shame, so I'm walking very slowly now. It would be nice to have the bedroll. But, well. So we're gonna have to go and sleep. Wondering whether to go to Angler's Den. It's out of a detour. Is that the bear over there? I think it is the bear. I'm wondering whether to sleep to this just because it's a bit easier. It's not that far, I guess, to the prepper cache. Maybe just go there right away. Bear is blocking our way. All the way over there. Something to keep in mind. Alright, so I think we're going to push on just to make it a bit more interesting. So we're going to head up here. This could easily turn into Blizzard, mind you, so be careful of that. We're going to just push through this. Let's drink a hot tea. Because we can sleep in the prepper cache, which isn't that far.
But I'll make it.
What was that? Okay, I guess it's the back pain. Oh, this is definitely going to turn into Blizzard, isn't it? Yeah, I'm wondering whether we should go to Angler's Den in that case. I think it's a bit too far to go, to be honest. In a blizzard and fatigued, I think we'll head to Angler's Den. Bugs Embrace, yeah, that's good, but you know, it wasn't blown out. It's, yeah, let's hope we don't run into the bear now then. That would be complicated. I think he went in here. Actually, I don't see his footprints anywhere. Could have despawned as well. Let's have the Angler's Den. This is a safer choice. We'll do that. Now we could head back the way we came, but if we want to check out Summit, we have to go up to the prepper cache. It's the only way. And then you can see what's at the summit. You can sleep at the Mountaineer's hut. And we might even want to go out while it's still night, you know. We definitely need to sleep though, like fully. This Darkwalker feat is actually making it really hard because it drains so fast. I probably will not use it next time because, as I said before, making things harder isn't necessarily making things fun. The Afflictions are more like extra challenges in the game rather than making it harder, which is what's fun about it. The little things, you know. Let's get to the...
I felt so cold in my life.
The cabin. These are the things that glow. Okay, let's see here. There's the water right there. Wow, load of cattails. You can actually kind of see the Angler's Den. The weird thing in the blizzard, you see you get sort of like white outline. That's allows you to actually see that? You can see the cabin there. There's kind of like white and blue in the distance, like a silhouette. So actually it's, sometimes you can actually see pretty far. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but let's stay here for the night and heal up. Here we are. Back to good old Angler's Land. We didn't pick up the mentor key, but we don't really need it. There's fish in there, really. In we go. Alright. I'm just gonna go straight to sleep, more or less. Let's put the hide down the cure, and let's just drink and sleep right away.
I don't feel so good. Oh, that hurts. Ouch! Damn, that smarts.
Will is complaining throughout the entire sleep. Sorry, I just sneezed there, so let's see. Still got back pain. That's nice. I'm not sure what it does exactly. I guess it just increases, maybe drains fatigue faster or something. Alright. Yeah. Wait. No, it does penalize you, because before I had the backpack, see, this said 30. It says +5, which is the backpack, right? And it said plus 30, it said 30 here, but now it says 35. So that's what it does too. Let's get out of here. Now we have more health and we're rested. Okay, it's cold, where we're gonna go. It's also nighttime. Because of that, I can utilize this Dark Walker trait a little bit. Try and run as far as I can. Now, hopefully, I won't run into the bear, because if I do, that's bad. Keep our ears open. Oh, this is much better. I'm actually not entirely sure what the bear cave is, when I think of it. I think it's up there. Cold whiskey again. I'm going to be exposed quite a bit, so I'm going to run as far as I can here. I'm probably going to tank some cold damage here. I'm going to sleep in it, get to the prepper cache, sleep in it until fully rested, and then go from there. And then we'll try and get to the summit, which actually would be beneficial to do at night, because fatigue drain will be lower, come to think of it. Which you could maybe do. And we'll see what's what. If there's a hacksaw at the summit, of course, then we can just open all the containers, which is great. But if not, then we can see if there's maybe various stress pistol or something. Could you, like, go away? Because I don't really want to use the match on you. Hey, look at this beautiful scenery. Very nice. Pink sky. Let's grab all the birch bark we can get. I'm going to leave that one over there. Let's grab this one, though. I'll run out of... Hey, hands up if you remember the old buggy birch bark of Ash Canyon. Happened other places too, but Ash Canyon was the main culprit. Where you could find these gigantic birch barks. Somewhere so big you can actually go under it. That's like a tunnel. I had some.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
The biggest one I ever saw was a phenom. It looked like a tent, you know, it was crazy big. Okay, we're cold, so let's just go. Let's just keep moving. Get all the birch bark just for extra heals, extra teas, extra cooking. And I'm just gonna get a move on here, really. Lunar Syndrome is out. This wolf is really going for it. Because I'm so light, or lightish, I'm just zooming ahead there and going downhill. Is that a wolf? Yeah, it is, yeah. Let's take this wolf for a proper jog. They can really detect me from far away, can't they? More wolves. We're gonna head up to Climber's Cave. I don't think the wolf will follow me across this, like, the bridge. You run away. That's because the other wolf. He gave up now. Let's keep going. And there can also be a deer carcass, which we're not going to utilize. We're just going to keep running, get up to the upper levels. Up there is the bunker up there. I don't really care if I become tired, because I can just sleep into the night. Just trying to get uphill and away from these wolves. I think they gave up. They're like, this man is just jogging. Just jogging like a billy-o. Right, here we have our little campfire. There used to be that you can get a flare gun here. Empty one, but still. There's some more birch bark. I'm going to pick up all these other plants, like I said earlier, because I don't really need them. I'm mostly running here because I'm taking cold damage. So I don't really mind if I have to sleep in the bunker, because then it will be into the night, which will drain even less fatigue. I do feel I should have lost more fatigue than that running around though. There is the Climber's Cave. Although we got ptarmigans. I had ptarmigans. Is there coffee for me here? This cave very often has coffee. Not today. Right then. Let's continue on to the bunker then. There was an area you could sleep in there before. You. This time. Is there a wolf here? Yeah, there is a... That's okay. Didn't really need the ptarmigans, but... In the past, there was always a cooking pot right here, which was cool. It was in the snow. Like right here. Not anymore though. Okay, let's see. There's this famous Ash Canyon towel for some extra cloth. Is that a moose sound? There is a moose spawn here, but oh yeah. So then we have two moose active in Ash Canyon at the same time. You have this moose right here, and the one by the Bitter Marsh is also up. So there are two moose spawns active at the same time. So I'm gonna keep going. Cover as much ground as I can. I'm wondering whether to just spend some time here, to be honest, until we can sleep into the night a bit. But maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm overthinking it. And we can go down, save even more energy. But we don't really have to, I guess. Let's see, how is the goating? Here's the prepper cache up here. Got a corpse next to it. Alright, let's see here. That's the wolf that followed me. There's a goating here. Let's see here. Not amazing, actually. I haven't actually goat down here before, I don't think. What about here? Here it's pretty good. Yeah, we can probably go down there. Give it a try. Why not? Another fella, huh?
I need a horse.
Sleep here, though. Alright, let's just restock on some supplies. This is the prepper cache. What prepper cache is this actually? Nothing, I don't think. Let's just quickly check this. This is not a prepper cache relevant to the trader, I don't think. No. Worth checking because on Interloper you can actually find a hammer here. Okay, we're gonna sleep here a bit, but first let's eat. I guess we can drop this to kill. Don't forget it, you know. Let's eat some stuff that's in poor condition to get it out of the way. Also, let's have this drink here. I'll need some cattails. 48. The counter for this is not going to go down because I'm clicking it before the system can update. It's going to say 48 all the way until the end. That's 45, 44, and so on, you know. Let's get a full tummy out of this. Alright, then we can sleep for 6 hours. Let's go. Alright, let's see if we can go down there and get to the summit while we have full health and full fatigue. If not, then it is what it is. I'm draining pretty fast. I think that is because of the Dark Walker. I think I should just wait a little bit. I think that is smarter. Let's just wait until it's a little bit later in the day so that I get the Dark Walker feat active. I think that will be smarter. Plus, I forgot this. Let's just prepare some birch bark or something, you know. Rose hips too, we can prepare. We can keep them, of course, for pies, but we're not going to do that now. There we are. Let's see here. If we sleep now, I think we'll be okay, right? So let's just eat some more stuff. Don't have that much water, actually. Be careful with that. Okay, let's sleep. Let's drink, actually. Okay, let's sleep now for 3 hours. It's almost nighttime. Let's wait a little bit longer. Let's see. I'm not going to make a torch. Let's see if I can drop something actually, because we don't really need this can. I guess. Let's also maybe a book. I have 2 books. Let's just read one for an hour. And I think we're good. Yeah, now we can sleep for an hour as well. Yeah. I'm going to utilize the Dark Walker feat to my advantage now. Sounds like it might be Blizzard though, which would suck. It is a blizzard. Oh well. He who dares wins. Let's try doing this. Oops. I didn't think that was going to do fall damage because it didn't look that far. Alright, well. Okay. Let's hope this blizzard goes away. I don't really want to stand around in the cave, in the bunker. I mean, I could have waited an hour or 2, but the blizzard just started not long ago, so this will last for at least 2 more hours. And we'll just see. Let's see if we can find our way in the dark. Cave entrance should be around here, maybe a bit further. We can make a fire in the cave. Yeah. We warm up and get some teas. Yeah. Got cold really quick.
So cold.
I haven't actually got a cold yet though. I think if you get it, you just kind of have to deal with it. Like, I think if you get a cold, it lasts for like a week or something. And you just gotta wait it out. But if you take certain teas or whatever, it improves it. Okay, let's see. What's my... Wait, it's fine. Let's get through here. I feel like I'm burning through too much fatigue. Maybe because we're indoors. Let me see here if there's anything to loot over here. There's loot right here. Looks like wolf carcass. The cooking pot's there. Let's get the cooking pot. Alright, let's grab that. I think that's worth it, to be honest. I like having the cooking pot. There's quite a few wolf carcasses around, so if you play, for example, Dead Man, where there are no wolves or anything, which sounds good, except there's no renewable resources. You can still craft a wolf coat by getting all the wolf carcasses. That's a challenge I haven't done in years. I think I did that challenge last like 5 years ago, the Dead Man challenge. Let me know if you want to see that. That's basically you play on usually Interloper, and there are no animals, including fish, which means that the world is very limited. You only really have the food you find. And there are food from deer carcasses and that sort of thing. But other than that, there isn't really anything. The only thing that's renewable really is beachcombing. And that's pretty much it. And sometimes beachcombing will wash up like a fish and that sort of thing. That's pretty much it. The trader doesn't count. So yeah, it's just to see how long you can survive. I had the world record, but that was a long time ago. That was like 37 days or something. You can still see the original run on my channel if you go all the way back like 5 years ago or something, 4 years ago when I streamed it. 2021, I think, maybe 2020, a long time ago, might be even a long time ago. But I think the current record is by someone called Ocelot, who survived, I think, 126 days. But I think that was before some of the stuff was added. Oops, new regions, so not sure. Okay, does it sound like, is the blizzard still out there? Let's have a look. I assume it is. But also, I wanted to make a fire, of course, to warm up because we don't have that much health. Let's have a look here. Yeah, blizzard, yeah. We're gonna go back inside. I don't want to spend too much time lingering about. We are going to make a fire to warm up and make some teas. Yeah. But then we can get some teas to travel further. Of course, I didn't pick up a lot of the plants because I wasn't too bothered by it. But I have some. And I could also make some birch tea. Birch tea doesn't really warm you up that much when you drink them. But they will recover. They will heal you though. We're gonna do this. We're basically gonna end where we started, which is in Timber Wolf Mountain. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
That's done.
I got a lot of coal, so let's put 2 of these on. And let's just make some water. I don't want to spend too long here because it drains my energy, but let's make some birch bark here. Anything else to make? I don't think so. Let's just wait to heal up. I can do that, and I think I'm just take this water and melt it now. Okay, we're fully warm now, which is good. Make a liter. Okay, we have a bit more now. We have a bit more water. Let's just make a bit more tea. Because it is so useful. Let's keep going. The birch teas are really strong. Okay, got a bit more now. Can we make more teas? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, this is looking good. Make another tea. Okay, sure. Let's make another one. Opening heart. That's true. Let's get that. I think that's it. Put a stick on here. Let's take all these teas. Carbon monoxide exposure. There we go. That's for being too long in an indoor location with a fire, basically. And you can get carbon monoxide poisoning. That's a cool one. Okay, Blizzard is still raging. We're still gonna go. Can't see much though, is the only problem. Oh, yeah, we're going to try and navigate it anyway. See how far we can get. Drink a birch tea. Bugs and brace doesn't really matter here. Good. Welcome to my channel where we walk in a blizzard at night for extra visibility for the viewer. It should be going a bit this way, I think, up here. So basically it's quite a linear path to the summit. So once you find certain key points, it should be okay. I think we just go left over here. Alright, fine. Alright. This is the hillside here, right? Yeah, pretty sure. I think I know where I am. One or two places. I think I am going the right way. And if not, well then we'll just make the best of it. There's my mushrooms. Yeah, it is. Pretty sure it is this way. Looks right. More mushrooms. On the left is hills, which eventually leads to a cave. Okay, but like an enclosure.
Can't feel my hands.
Bring another birch tea. They don't warm up very much, but they will give me health. We should find some rose hips and like a little a shelter location, I guess you could say, soon. Drink a rosehip tea. Warms me up a bit. That's the passage. Here's the little area I'm talking about. Right here. See this with the rosehips? It's actually a bear cave now. Fun times. I'm gonna go up here. Take a little shortcut, as it were. Oh, my gloves got ruined. Oops.
Fingers feel numb.
Well, then I can get frostbite, which isn't great. But that's okay. It is what it is. I'm gonna go here and to the right. Hoping I recognize where I am now.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
I think this is the right way. Bit hard to see, you could say. I believe it's here. Their carcass. Cold again. Oops, that's warm now, cold now. This doesn't look quite right to me. Maybe more this way. Yeah, and down here. Yeah, there should be a rope at the end of this. I believe. And yeah, here we are. So up here we go. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Up we go. And then we gotta do the same thing up to the summit. And now I have frostbite risk because my gloves were ruined. Oops. And now we're into another cave, and I do hope that this thing ends soon. So it's more fun to watch. We can actually see things. That's the power of map knowledge. And also a sense of direction, I guess. I think I have a pretty decent sense of direction. I did a survey. I'm guessing many of you watching have actually answered that survey, where I asked about regions and that sort of thing. And one of the questions I asked, just out of curiosity, is if most people navigate via landmarks or cardinal directions. The cardinal direction is things like north and south, or left and right, while landmark is you look for something that's familiar. And I think 95% of you said that you use landmark navigation. I'm in the 5% who use cardinal. As you may have seen there when I was navigating in the blizzard, I was kind of like, well, it's around this direction here, and I would go a direction. Yeah, it's around here, you know. That's how I navigate, pretty much. But then I amend that based on landmarks I find. There you can see I was going through deer clearing, and I was like, well, it's this way, more or less. Okay, here's a hill. Okay, I think it's to the left of here. Yeah, there's some familiar mushrooms. And then you should come to this cave. And then I started, so I then amended it for landmarks. And I got up the hill and it's like, deer carcass, I don't remember that. It doesn't feel quite right. I think it's a bit more to the right. And I just went to the right and then I found it. So, yeah, I just navigate by having a general sense of where things are, and then I amend that sense based on the landmarks I find. We have a massive restore condition boost here. Not sure if I want to light another fire here. Maybe we should. We still have some energy left. As long as we have half of our fatigue left, especially with crampons, I think we should be good. We're warming up, but very, very slowly. Let's just check if there is a blizzard outside still. If there is, we will go back in and light another fire, I think. Okay, I can already hear it. There is a blizzard outside. Let's do this. Wonder how the carbon monoxide affliction stacks up. Like, I assume it's a hidden meter. Does it carry over from earlier or what, you know? Start another fire here, warm up. We can make a little bit of water, I suppose, and then we'll go back out. If we are lucky, the blizzard will have ended, but if not, the rope is right there, like right there.
That did it.
Put a cup of coal, and let's just make some water. Nothing really else we need. Make 1 liter. And let's just heat up the teas we got. And I don't think we need any teas now because the summit isn't that far. But nevertheless, you know. Okay, we're warming up. I think the blizzard actually ended. I think, yeah. Make a little bit of water. A little bit more, cancel it, and then we boil this. There we are. Okay, now grab a torch and all of these teas, and we can go. We have full warmth. Wait. We got this new affliction. Like still blizzard. Blizzard is still going. But more importantly, remember this this burning heart thing. This is a hot fire. Let's put a stick on it, and we should get burning heart. There you go. So now we can go. Get that 5-degree warmth bonus. Ah, the blizzard did end. Still very strong winds though. Yeah, I'm going to drink a birch tea right away because even though I said you don't really need teas, what I was referring to was you don't really need the teas to regain warmth because we're not going that far. But I would still like to have the warmth shield that comes with the warming up bonus, but I drain my meters slower. So I'm going to drink a birch tea. And we have a lot of birch tea stacks, so I'm going to be healing quite a lot too doing this. Still strong winds. This could actually become a blizzard. Perfectly possible. There's ptarmigans, but I'm not going to grab anything like that. Be aware also, there are wolves at the summit now. Didn't used to be, but now there are. I'll check out this cave quickly first. For this. Probably a book in here, I imagine. Oh, nothing. Hi, Tommies. Only one of you ran away? Okay, well, you have a good one. Okay, I'm not gonna grab you because it's just too risky with the wolf up there. But there is an argument for you're gonna try and get as many ptarmigans as you can early game. What you really want is to get 2 ptarmigans. In a perfect world, get 3. Because you can only get 1 at a time until you get the bow. But the reason you want it, I'll grab this I guess, is because if you have 5 ptarmigan feathers, you can make the insulation layer, which will probably be your main accessory until you make the moosehide satchel. Right, here we are, the summit. I still have quite a lot of fatigue left. So up we go. We also have crampons for extra support. So yeah, this should be just fine. We can even do this in one go, I think, because the crampons what the crampons really do is that it slows down your sprint meter, or in this case, our climbing meter. It doesn't impact your fatigue. And because we have them, we can just go straight up. And barely even losing, really drain that much. That's crampons for you, plus we have the Dark Walker. And there we are, now we're at the summit. Now this might be a wasted journey, we might get there and there's no hacksaw.
To find some place to escape this cold.
But, so be it. We won't know until we try. We can always come back here. Alright, let's see here. The loot tables won't matter anyway, so because we have this loot randomizer thing. So it's not like I can say that the hacksaw is or isn't here based on the loot. So check out this cave here quickly. So we've got a corpse here. I probably will make a fire, so I might grab this wood. Hey, Polaroid. That's the other Polaroid. I guess that's it. You can barely see anything. I'll start a fire, but not here. In the plane. The wind has died. Let's go over here. I don't have gloves anymore. So is the wolf up here? There he is, yeah. So all the special wolves have names. Now the indoor wolves are the ones that have names in the game. You know, Sketchy, Fluffy and so on. But we have this one as a name too because it's new. When they refreshed the wildlife a little over a year ago, they added this wolf up here. And the most common name is Lofty. So we're up here, you know, at a loft, the loft of the world. Although sometimes you can have two wolves there, so it can be Lofty and Loftella, I don't know. Anyway, here we are at the plane crash at the summit. Probably the best loot in the game, including an Interloper. But we don't have a hacksaw, so this could be a wasted journey. But we won't know until we try. The alternative strategy would be to not get the backpack like I did and go straight to farm instead. Okay, let's see what we got here, if anything. One of these have matches in them, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We got our stim.
Could end up being useful.
So there's that regardless. I don't see a hacksaw, so I don't think you're going to be able to open anything. We do, however, have some other stuff. I'm going to light the fire here, I think. Warm up a bit. We do have the thermos though. Can come in handy, I guess. Let's just do that.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Waste the damn time.
Yeah, but let's, you know, let's just warm up a bit. There's a challenge going around at the moment called, what's it called? The Jaunt?
Come on.
Thomasina's doing it. You have to play the Long Dark, but you're not allowed to level up any skills. That's an interesting one, which means you can't... It basically becomes a variant of the no fire challenge, because you can't make a fire.
Come on.
You can't cook anything. You can't... Oh, no.
Are you serious?
Can't fish. Can't mend anything. Can't use a bow or a revolver. You can't harvest a carcass, because if you do, you level up a skill point.
Come on.
I think a variant of that challenge is you can never go beyond level 1 of any of the skills.
It worked.
Okay, let's put a couple pieces of coal on. Look at this corpse.
I'll be
Maple syrup. And Maglans. Maglans is good. Let's also grab our flask. Anything back here? No. There's also a fire striker over here. Right. Okay. Not there. Hey, we got well fed. Sweet. There's no hacksaw, so we can't open any of these things. See? That's a shame. But that's okay.
Damn. Freezing.
2 crampons. We don't really need it though. Okay. So, I think there's 3 crampons you can find. Okay, so can I map this? No. Let's eat something. Let's eat, yeah, let's eat these things. Chocolates. Stale chocolate. Lulled by the wind risk. No, not that thing again. That's gonna just make me so drained. I really need gloves, so it would have been great if I could have opened these, but I can't, so I'm just going to warm up and head back to the cabin, really. Let's just make some of this. I'm just going to warm up one of these birch teas and that's it. Okay. Corpse sickness risk. Am I really that close to a corpse? Oh yeah, this corpse, of course, derp. Okay, how... 4%, so it's going up very slow. It will eventually fall a little. I'm kind of tempted to see what happens, but I think it will take a while. We can make some more water though. Let's put on more wood. How's my corpse 6s now? It's taking a long time. It's been here for a long time for that to trigger. I think we're just gonna grab this torch and head out. Oh yeah, let's see what's in here. Guns, guns, guns. We're gonna leave it though, we don't need it. I'm gonna go down the classic goating route, which is to go down here and just go down this slope that's right here. Okay, I am taking a lot of fall damage this video. Normally I don't take fall damage in these things because they aren't far enough. I'm just being a bit reckless in how I, you know, walk or something, I don't know. Let's drink the 1 hot birch tea we have to slow down the drain a bit. Oh well. I got a sprain, but we can go with that. Really? I feel like it's really not that far down, and I'm still taking damage. Oh well. Let's head to the mountainous hut. Maybe even go past it. Wait, did I pick up my... a few? But we could go to the prepper cache, might be better. Warmer, you know? You can see. See, there's all these little afflictions now, which is interesting. Like, if I had kept a fire going in the gold mine, for example, I would have gotten carbon monoxide poisoning, which is funny. I will. So you can tell in this video I'm playing very fast and loose. Because I'm also just trying to get through things. And seeing what afflictions show up and this sort of stuff. I'm not playing it slow and tutorially like I sometimes do. But I'm just checking things out. Let's go to the hut here and we can reconvene what to do. Sun's coming up. Any wolves around? No? Yes. Okay, but it's not moonlight. So far we haven't actually been affected by any of the afflictions except for oh, that's the moon.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
The lulled by the wind, and also the hurt back. Let's see, but a lot of them are long-term. You have to be long-term exposed to things. Okay, so in here now. Just warm up here a little bit. You can just use the same torch. Need to grab some more sticks, really. A little bit of a shame that I have to sleep through the day.
Come on.
You can only sleep for like an hour and then go. Okay.
Pretty well.
Let's put down there, I think. Make a bit more water. Let's just have a little moment here to figure things out. Okay, so let's see it. So, still got my restore condition buff. Well-fed, pain, cold risk, lulled by the wind. Yeah, that was a whole thing. But I think that doesn't apply here though, because I'm indoors. Yeah, I think I might actually call it here. We're basically back where we started, and we survived, what, 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. But in those 3 days, we did get the technical backpack. We got a ton of food and everything. We got 2 hammers, which we don't really need, but we got the one that does matter. We tried some afflictions out. I haven't actually gotten a cold yet, but I did get this one. This was quite tricky, actually. And the corpse sickness down, we'll see what happens with down. Burning heart is actually a really cool one. Makes it so that you can travel a bit further, actually. That's a neat little thing. But we could actually, while this burns, have a quick look here. This is showcase a few things. If you look at MajorMiseries, these Requiem stages are kind of like the misery stages, which basically penalize you as you keep going. This is how, like, basically predators can affect things. Then you have the cold illness thing. This is called black lung, if you get that, if you're around too long in those mines. So there's sprains, that's basically like worse of that. Scarred flesh is an interesting one, and sepsis. It's where basically, like, if you get more by cougar, those lacerations can lead to being scarred, for example. You know, corpse sickness here, that's has the radius, okay. That's interesting. And then you have region as staying too long. It is homesickness. That's like if you you can choose. I haven't done this, but you can choose a home region, right? Say Mystery Lake, right? So if you stay in Mystery Lake, you get like a buff where you move slightly faster. It's not a big buff, but basically you basically do things a little bit better, a little bit stronger in your home region if you stay there for a certain amount of time. And if you leave that region for too long, you lose the buff. And if you have the stress region, which is the opposite, the region you hate, you get the opposite, you get a debuff. And that's how it's body temperature. And then, of course, you have the void sickness, which is what might amend this. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Then, of course, you have the MinorMiseries. We experience some of these. Like we have, these are splinters, which is that's if you break things down by hand, which I did once or twice, but didn't get one. So that's pretty cool. And you can get like scratches and cuts from that. We stuck food, we haven't gotten that, but we did get back pain though. And bad dream, that's if you are in a wolf struggle, you can have nightmares after. That's pretty cool. So there's all these little things. Peace of mind, that's if you haven't been attacked for a long time. It's the only buff actually is from that. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to it, and this cold risk is kind of cool as well. Lulbo and downs is brutal. The wind one, that's really brutal. This we have to see, it's a severe wrist sprain risk. This wrist has been weakened by repeated trauma. Now the sprain soon could turn into much more severe injury. So that's severe risk. I was just reading about that. So this one here has been sprained quite a few times because I'm goating all the time. And if that gets sprained again, it turns into something much worse. 95% risk, you know. And it takes more action to heal it. So you see, I've only played 3 days now, and I think I'll call it there. So you can see a lot of this stuff is built up. You know, getting a chance of getting a cold, corpse sickness exposure if your heart is too long. Too many sprains in one place lead to it. If I break down this crater, maybe we can do that. Let's just make water quickly. You can get a splinter from doing this, you know. Let's see if I get one. Which I didn't get, which is lucky me. Let's do this one too. I didn't get it, which is good, but you can get splinters from that, for example. There's all these little things, but it's a lot of it's also hidden meters that manifest in time. So there's that. Okay, I think for the survivors, I'm just gonna call it there. Let's just grab the water, and I'll let this boil again, and then I'll just sleep for like an hour, I think. But I think that was the experiment with basically playing Interloper with added afflictions, and it certainly added some sort of elements to the game. It didn't really impact difficulty. The only real impact it had was that my fatigue drained really fast when I had Dark Walker during daytime, and I had Lulled by the Wind. That was a bit debilitating, to be honest. So it does impact the game, but mostly in a minor degree. But the major ones, that one we have to see. I think that that's going to have an impact in the long term as you're exposed to the Aurora. But if you like this video, let me know what you think. What do you think about the mods? What do you think about the afflictions? Would you like me to continue this one and see how it goes? Or should we maybe amend some settings? Maybe start a new one? Maybe get a spawn deliberately in something like Sundered Pass or whatever. Let me know what you think. I can also research them a bit more. Some of the mods didn't have information about what exactly the afflictions did, but I can always ask the mods themselves, the modders that is. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this, and if you want to see more of it, either this series or just a new start where we fiddle with things, or both, you know, and I'll see what I can do. But for now, it's fun to try modding. I haven't had many videos where I tried mods, but this is the first proper one, really, and it was fun. I actually really enjoyed the little afflictions. I thought they were a nice touch, add a bunch of little things to keep in mind. I think I can see why the base game doesn't have all of them, because then you feel like you get these risks constantly. You know, now you got a back risk, or your throat is at risk, or now your hands are, or whatever. You got your food stuck in your throat. It is so much stuff, but it's interesting though. I like it. They are little nuisances that you can kind of ignore, but ignore too many of them or too much of it, and they build up and they can really impact your run, or they hit when you really don't need it, you know, and so on. So there is that. So I quite enjoyed it. I'd be happy to try this some more for sure. Okay, with that said, so I think that's enough for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.